Welcome to the 2009 WCHS and Fox 11 St. Jude Dream Home Telethon. Hope lives here.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Deborah Lenz. Welcome to our St. Jude Dream Home Telethon. Our operators are standing by right now to answer your calls for a chance to win that gorgeous $470,000 dream home. Now let's go to the house right now and go to Rick, Elizabeth, Patrick, and Jennifer. Hi, everyone.
Eyewitness News teaming up with St. Jude to not only give away a gorgeous house, but also, more importantly, to help sick children. With me, Elizabeth Nereka, Jennifer McAndrews, Patrick McMurtry. Elizabeth, I know this is a cause that's certainly close to your heart. You've had the chance over the last 2 years to go down there and actually see the hospital and see all the work being done down there.
You know, I think when anybody gets a chance to go down to the hospital, they really understand what that money's going towards and what all our efforts are going towards. And it's so important that we really help out the children because they're counting on us to help them. It started with a dream and a mission that no child should die in the dawn of life. The year was 1962. Late entertainer Danny Thomas set out to fulfill a lifelong dream, and that dream was to open a children's cancer research hospital. Years of dedication led to this very special moment, the opening of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee.
I tell you sincerely, I never thought I would live to see St. Jude Hospital built.
The dream began during the Great Depression. Jobs were hard to come by, but Danny Thomas wanted to be an entertainer.
In the 1930s, during the Depression, he was a radio actor in Detroit. And he had bit parts here and there, making it, just getting by. And one day, he met the love of his life and was married, and they had a little baby on the way, and it was his family that was urging him, just like all our families would do. They would say, listen, you have a family on the way. It's time to give up this, crazy dream and to get a job to raise this family.
Thomas became torn between his wife and new baby and his career. Seeking relief, he prayed for an answer.
He wanted a sign, something to say, yes, pursue your dream, or go work in your uncle's grocery store. So Danny said a little prayer to St. Jude, and he said, if you show me my way in life, if you show me a sign, one day I'll build you a shrine.
Soon after, the jobs began pouring in. Danny became one of the best-loved entertainers of his time. He starred in Hollywood movies and perhaps is best known for his role in the ABC TV series Make Room for Daddy.
He decided to dabble in TV, and basically he had a show based on his life called Make Room for Daddy. It was about an entertainer that went out on the road and the struggles he had when he came back after 2 weeks on the road dealing with family and everything else. It was a huge hit. So right then and there, Danny had found his way.
His success was the sign Thomas had been asking for, as then he set out to fulfill his promise to build a shrine to St. Jude.
Danny decided that his shrine to St. Jude was going to be a hospital that not only treated kids with cancer, but tried to find cures for these horrible diseases.
The hospital was a first of its kind, and over the years has progressed into the premier children's research hospital in the country. It's a place where children with cancer can go regardless of race, religion, or ability to pay. A hospital where no suffering child would be turned away. It changed the way doctors treat cancer altogether.
Because of Danny's promise, the cure rate right now for acute lymphoblastic leukemia has gone from 4% in 1962 up to 94% today.
But the fight still continues to find a cure.
Cancer is still the #1 killer of children by disease in the United States. We're losing over 5,000 kids a year to cancer. We've come a long way, but we still have a long way to go.
Right now, I'm going to check it out inside, so we're going to go inside and take a look at what we got going on in here. Over here is the dining room. Over here is the office, and oh, look what we got going on in here. Elizabeth Nereka checking things out.
Layout of the kitchen really works.
It does, and the thing that really sets it off also, beautiful electrical work. It's soft lighting. I mean, this is really nice.
Efforts to raise money for St. Jude really began with us about 3 years ago or so with a little boy named Ben Bowen.
Oh, yeah.
It's the memories.
Will you lean over there and give your brother a kiss and say, I hope you feel better, brother?
I hope you feel better, brother. I hope you feel better, brother.
Say, I love you, Ben. You say, I love you, Ben?
I love you, Ben.
Those moments you'll never forget.
Oh, love you, buddy. Give me kisses. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Ben. Love you forever. Hey, Ben, I love you all the way to the moon and back.
It's the smile of a little boy whose life and death made a world of difference.
Tell Daddy night night. Tell Daddy it's time for bed.
Okay,
Go to
Ben.
bed, Daddy.
Okay, Ben.
It's been almost 4 years since the Bowens lost their sweet little boy Ben, but time hasn't washed away the pain or the tremendous grief left when the 2.5-year-old died. Ben's life came to a horrible and ugly end when he lost his fight against cancer.
We miss our little boy. I'm glad he made such a great impact, but I hate what it cost. And we have hope that there is something greater ahead. We know he's in heaven, but until we get there with him, I don't think we're going to feel much better about it.
Sweet boys. Ben's resting comfortably now. Night night, baby. Night night, sweet boys. Mommy and Daddy love you.
It was February 2004 when Tom and Jennifer's world turned upside down. A perfect life with beautiful children and great jobs was shattered with the news of something terribly wrong.
Grabbed Ben, I remember throwing in a Disney movie, and we sat back in my big green Lazy Boy recliner, and we were munching on a Klondike bar. It was like 10 in the morning, and within 5 minutes or so, I just felt his body go limp. And I knew that something just wasn't right.
Doctors told Tom his boy was probably just getting sick, but he decided to have a CAT scan done just in case.
We went from, this might be the flu, to he's probably going to die in the next 30 to 45 minutes.
Ben had cancer.
Your whole world stops. And, you know, everything you knew is gone, and you'll do anything you can to save your baby.
There's no way I can ever describe how that feels as a daddy or as a parent. Devastation is as close as I can come to it, but at the same time an extraordinary sense of I have to do whatever it takes to save his life. And quite frankly, there are no tears that can sum up the pain you got in your heart when you think you might lose your baby. Ben's particular type of cancer was a brain tumor called ATRT, or it's a rhabdoid tumor. And it is a very rare, a very aggressive, and very difficult to treat type of cancer. So we made a decision, St. Jude, that's where we need to be.
Ben's condition was so sensitive, doctors couldn't sedate him during treatments.
To try to get his spinal fluid flowing the right way again, they would have to do this, the equivalent of what they do to give a woman an epidural for a pregnancy. They would insert a large needle into his spine, and they would go in and out of his spinal cavity every day for 45 minutes. And he would lay on his bed, and he'd have a mask on, I'd have my mask on, I'd get down and I would look at him in the eye, and he would just lock on, and it's this parent-son relationship that's impossible to describe, but he trusted me, and he would just tremor in pain and not miss a beat. And I would see tears well up in his eyes, and at 15 months old would never lose control.
At first, doctors thought Ben's tumors were shrinking.
We went into the surgery kind of excited because we thought this is great news. But as the doctors got in there, they weren't in very long before they came out and got us. And they told us that tumor was not bleeding, that it was actually growing so fast that it appeared like blood on the scans, and that they could actually, while he was open, watch it grow.
Knowing their time with Ben was growing short, the Bowens decided to let him spend his final days back home in Huntington.
When we knew from that moment on, you know, we only have a number of days and we're going to make the best of it. And, you know, live as much as we can in that period of time. He had a whole lifetime packed into this little bit of time.
Through St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, Ben was able to enjoy happy moments and good times with his family, including a trip to Disney World. But after that dream vacation, Ben became violently ill.
And I think the last 2 months of his life were really hard. We had a hard time with pain management.
His end of life was one of their worst recorded in pain and suffering. And finally, on February 25th, he breathed his last breath, and our words to him were, "Good for you, Ben. No more of this."
But Ben did not die in vain. His courage and strength inspired many others.
Who's got my phone?
Me.
You give me my phone back, Ben. You give me that phone. Here, you can have it. I'm gonna chase you and get it. I'm gonna chase you and get it.
Governor Joe Manchin was among those touched by Ben's brave fight against cancer. After meeting the toddler, Manchin led the way to change state law, allowing fundraisers like the Dream Home to help children like Ben.
It's very healing for us to be a part of this. Just, you know, it makes it seem like his life's making a difference, you know. Just bringing awareness to St. Jude and how much more money can we raise to fight this.
I think the greatest thing to take away from journeys like ours with our son is the value of life and the time to spend with your children or people that you love.
Ben may be gone, but never forgotten.
We pray that keep them safe in heaven.
That was such a touching story. Well, we are still here wrapping things up in the kitchen, but there are more rooms to come. We've shown you the great room, the kitchen, some other rooms downstairs. Coming up pretty soon, we're going to take you upstairs and see what else is going on, so you won't want to miss that.
We're sitting here in the master bedroom right now. I'm kind of almost falling asleep on this Tempur-Pedic bed. Let me tell you, Mattress Warehouse, one of the co-sponsors today. We can show all these tickets in here so that you know we're on the up and up. There's thousands of names in there. And Dan's going to go ahead and reach in and pick out a winner of a $5,000 Value City Furniture certificate.
That's a lot of furniture.
Okay. We would like to congratulate Mary McClure of Barbersville, West Virginia.
All of the different fixtures in the bathrooms and in the different spaces right here too. So it really all blends in, especially with what you see here.
Another well-lit bedroom with some wonderful windows. But it's going to be one of yours in just a little bit. We're about to give away the home, and not only the home, but other fabulous prizes as well.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital helps give families hope in their darkest hour. For one Chapmanville family from here in West Virginia, St. Jude literally saved the life of their little girl.
McKinley's doing wonderful. She's a little miracle in herself.
For Amanda Butcher, walking through these doors now has a different meaning. Instead of holding her daughter's hand while she battles cancer, she's holding her daughter's hand hoping she stays cancer-free.
I love being here. I don't know how we would have made it without St. Jude.
A month shy of her first birthday, doctors diagnosed her daughter McKinley Kirkendall with bilateral retinoblastoma, which is cancer in both eyes, 9 tumors in her right eye and 2 in her left.
All the procedures that they have done here, they've given us, of course, the worst case scenario, and things that they said should happen haven't happened to her. She looks wonderful. She had external beam radiation that should have caused some disfiguration of her face, and it's very minimal. Only I and the doctors can see it, really. She's blind in one eye. That's about the only thing that the cancer left her with, that, you know, she has to overcome some minor things.
While McKinley's been cancer-free for nearly 6 years, there is a chance that this little girl could go through this nightmare once again.
There's always a little bit of reservation of what would I do if the doctors tell me it's back. You know, how would I feel? How am I going to take that? The 58% chance of a secondary cancer, I always say, you know, there's 42% chance that she's not going to get a secondary cancer. So that's what we got to look at.
Amanda says it's because of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and its supporters that her little girl is now living a normal life.
Now I feel like I just want to do what I can to help the hospital and to help people understand what they do and how they helped our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is the only pediatric cancer research center where families never pay for treatment not covered by insurance. No child is ever denied treatment because of the family's inability to pay.
It's really hard to articulate into words because we were able to come down here for 3 months, and her dad was able to take off work and just focus on getting McKinley better. And St. Jude took care of everything. You know, we had no expenses. It's just to be able to focus on McKinley and take all that burden away. You just can't even articulate it into words. I mean, every time I talk about it, I get emotional.
But Amanda's tears are tears of joy because St. Jude has given her little girl the chance to live.
I don't feel that I could ever do enough for what they've done for me and my family.
McKinley, how are you feeling?
Good.
Good. Well, you are just a gorgeous little girl. You are just so cute.
Bill Shahan at the Hopper, and you saw us just a second ago. We just popped in all the rest of the tickets. The auditors from St. Jude were here. They've tabulated all the tickets that you've bought, and they're in there. Everybody's got a shot there, and we're going to start giving away some great prizes worth $1,000 from Service Master of the Canal Valley. So tool set, the package is worth $45 tool set. Yeah. $45. Go ahead. Let's $1,000 gift card from Papa John's. $1,000 gift card for service or merchandise. $1,000 Visa gift card.
$1,000. We hope you spend it well.
You're having a $1,000 gift certificate from Mattress Warehouse. Yes. Thank you so much. You want to reach in and grab it? $1,000 Visa gift card. What are we looking at?
Well, we have raised $647,800.
This is why we're doing it. We're doing it for kids like McKinley who have been diagnosed with cancer or other catastrophic diseases, and they go to St. Jude and they get treated.
And for kids like Josh who are impacted by that. You know, I mean, families, friends, neighbors. There's a lot of folks are impacted by it. So
okay, we got to pull the ticket.
Go ahead.
Let's. I'm gonna dig deep down.
Dig deep down.
Really far.
Cross your fingers.
Oh no! Come on, everybody.
Just pull out one. The auditors will be displeased if you pull out two.
Okay. All right, Josh. You read the name.
Kelly Markham.
From where? Just the city.
Chesapeake, Ohio.
All right, Kelly Markham. Wow.
Welcome to the 2010 WCHS and Fox 11 St. Jude Dream Home Telethon. Hope lives here.
And good afternoon, everyone. I'm Deborah Lenz. Welcome to our St. Jude Dream Home Telethon. Eyewitness News has teamed up with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital based in Memphis, Tennessee, to give away a magnificent dream home today and lots of other great prizes. All you have to do is buy a ticket for $100 to put your name in the running, and more importantly, you will be helping sick children in the process. Well, the phone lines are now open at this hour. Just call the number there on your screen. Let's see the house right now. Rick Lord and Elizabeth Noreka are there.
We're going to tell you everything about this house in the next 2 hours, including 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, 4,300 square feet of luxury. Just a great home.
We could not get those tickets sold, of course, and our very own Meredith Wood is live over at the phone bank. Hey, Meredith.
Hey, Deborah. We are very excited because our phones have already started ringing. In fact, they started ringing before the show even started, so this is very exciting.
You can't give away the prizes without having a drawing, and Jennifer McAndrews and radio personality Bill Shahan are at the hub of the activity, the Hopper, of course, where someone's big dream will come true. Hey, Jennifer.
Hi, Deborah. Yeah, the hub is at the Hopper, and Bill and I are really excited about this. Bill, isn't this going to be a great day?
This is where it all happens.
Yeah.
This right here is where it all happens, because somebody gets drawn a little bit later on and wins this incredible house.
Rick Lord right now, who's at that gorgeous dream home on this beautiful day. And Rick, we want to see it.
All right, Deborah, well, we have made our way inside. Elizabeth and I standing in the foyer right now.
The formal dining room is really a place where you can entertain and have friends over. Walk into the office. Now, talk about an office space. This is absolutely gorgeous. Now, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, this is what it's all about. It's all about the children. Every penny goes directly to the hospital to help find cures for childhood cancers and other catastrophic diseases. We're going to show you the story of one little boy now. His name is Connor, and it's truly an inspiring story about what your money goes toward and what the hospital has been working to do for more than 50 years.
You never think that you're going to be in this situation.
Mark Pippin's life changed in an instant. One moment, his 6-year-old son Connor felt sick. The next, he was on a plane from Texas to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee.
I live in a town of about 1,000 people. I've never known anybody personally that's had leukemia, much less came to St. Jude.
Connor has acute lymphoblastic leukemia, or ALL, a diagnosis Mark and his family weren't prepared for.
You pray. You go to bed every night praying.
So do you feel better?
A lot.
St. Jude has developed protocols that have helped push overall survival rates for childhood cancers from less than 20% when the hospital opened in 1962 to 80% today. Connor's type of cancer is the most common form of childhood cancer in the world. It's because of St. Jude's dedication to research that children are living longer and beating a diagnosis that was once a death sentence. Connor's cancer, once incurable, now has a 94% cure rate.
It's weird to think that I could become closer to my son, but there's a different relationship with all my kids now because there's a different appreciation. You don't take things for granted quite as much as you did before.
It costs more than $1.5 million a day for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital to operate. That money is primarily raised through fundraisers like the Dream Home.
It doesn't matter to them what your economic status is. Each kid gets treated the same. They're not worried about how much you make. They're not worried about where you come from. Their concern is giving the best treatment possible, and they provide everything.
No family is turned away because of their inability to pay, a blessing to many who without St. Jude Children's Research Hospital would not be where they are today. Connor still has years of treatment in his future, but thanks to St. Jude, he has one.
Talk to me about your shirt. What's this say?
Kids beat cancer at St. Jude.
How? And why are you wearing that shirt?
Because they do.
You know, it's stories like Connor's that really remind us why we're here today and why all of you have bought a St. Jude Dream Home ticket, helping children just like him have a fighting chance at life and to lead a normal childhood.
Unbelievable. You couldn't ask for a better charity. And like you said, every single cent goes right to St. Jude out of Memphis, Tennessee to help find cures for children like Connor. I just want to mention that I'm looking right at the Kanawha River, right outside that front window. So if you want this home, get on those phone lines right now and get a ticket. You can call that number that you'll see at the bottom of your screen. Phone lines will be open for the rest of this telethon, so get in while you have a chance.
Now let's check in with Jennifer McAndrews and radio personality Bill Shahan with the latest on the Hopper activity. Hey, Jen.
Hi, Deborah, and we are getting excited here because we are starting to talk about some winners now. And before we get to that, I'd like to introduce you to our general manager here at WCHS and Fox 11 Eyewitness News, Harold Cooper, who is with us right now with one generous donation. Harold, hi.
Hi, Jen. This is great. It's a great day for WCHS, Fox 11, and of course St. Jude. And I'm thrilled to presenting this large check to St. Jude on behalf of the television stations and Sinclair Broadcasting, $4,000.
Now we're going to bring in someone. This is Deidre Abbott. She is 19 years old. She's going to actually be having her birthday here in a couple of days. And St. Jude helped make that next birthday possible. Deidre, tell us a little bit about your story.
I was 17 when I was diagnosed in 2008.
And we are live back inside the Dream Home up here in the Eagle subdivision. And I'll tell you what, I'm just daydreaming about what it would be like if this was my dream home living room. Of course, I'm not eligible, but we could all dream. But this could be yours if you have a ticket. I'm just taking a look at these ceilings. Check out these coffered ceilings. Check out these registers, the vent where your ductwork comes up, your air, your heat. Look at that. It's wooden.
Stainless steel appliances throughout the kitchen, granite countertops, and you also can either use gas or electric. Gas and electric is available. Now we're going to introduce you to a little girl named Christian, who because of people like you who buy tickets is alive today.
I like to paint.
You might say Christian has a colorful personality.
That's my favorite part of the art.
A passion for painting and life in general. A life that is threatened by a deadly disease.
Most of the time I just don't think about me having cancer. I just think like I did whenever I didn't know.
Christian is very sick. You wouldn't think so by the way she smiles and lights up her room. The only telltale sign is her hair loss. Signs of her sickness started to slowly show last December.
I thought, she might have like a lazy eye or, probably needed glasses. That was like the worst thing I could think of.
But there was something far worse, something Christian and her mother, Christina, weren't prepared to hear their doctor say.
He called and said, I hate to have to tell you this over the phone, but Christian has some tumors behind her eyes. And he said, I've already made all the arrangements. You need to get to Memphis to St. Jude Children's Hospital as soon as possible.
She was crying and I asked her what was wrong, and she said that I have some tumors behind my eyes.
She had several tumors on her skull, behind her eyes, in between her eyes, all attached to the skull.
And that's all they kept saying was tumors and tumors. And then Mama said, I'm pretty sure that's cancer.
Christian has neuroblastoma, a rare type of cancer that accounts for 7 to 10% of all childhood cancers. It spreads very quickly. By the time Christian came to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, her cancer was already stage 4.
It was 100% in her bone marrow, and she had a small tumor in her adrenal gland, her left adrenal gland.
Doctors put Christian on a very aggressive treatment plan of radiation and chemotherapy, a plan that could not only save her eyesight, but her life.
I'm glad that St. Jude is trying to find a cure and is doing things to try to make it better for them, because without that, we would have no hope for her.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is helping children just like Christian thrive and smile during a time when smiles are hard to come by. Their mission is that no child shall die in the dawn of life. And for Christian, St. Jude is the reason she is here today.
You know that they're taking care of you and you'll get to go home.
Christian's story is one of survival. She's a very brave little girl who went through a lot in a very young part of her life. You know, and that's the mission of St. Jude, that no child should die in the dawn of life. Right. And that's something that they really are working hard at doing, and something that they're going to continue doing until that we don't have to have telethons like this to raise money for the hospital, because eventually they hope there will be a cure.
I just can't get over the fact that they don't turn anybody away. It doesn't matter. If you're not able to pay, they're not going to turn you away. You can go down there and get the treatment you need, and more importantly, that your child needs. That's why it's such a generous cause and why we do this each and every year. But we couldn't do it without you, and you can't win this home without a ticket. So buy one now. We're going to step outside of this the living room as we make our way down into the deck. More than 1,000 feet of outdoor living space in this house. So during the summer, during the fall, I mean, right now, almost the best time of the year. This is where you want to be. I know a lot of guys are like, outdoor grill, let's go. So we're gonna kind of head over to this barbecue grill over here as Brad Rice leads the way to show you some of the features out here, this KitchenAid grill.
Also in the fourth bedroom is the man behind the plan, Dale Oxley, with Modern Home Concepts. And Dale, you know, for people who've seen this home, it's absolutely gorgeous. And talk to us a little bit about some of the specifics of it.
Well, we're in the, I guess we could say the annex of this house, because it's the furthest from the main living area. And this house kind of spreads out. We tried to keep it on one main floor except for this little area, and it is an extra, either a guest quarters or, as you said, an older child quarters. So basically trying to use the house in its most efficient manners to give us livability qualities.
And this insulation is some good stuff.
It is good. The beautiful thing about spray foam products is it completely seals the home.
And I believe we are ready to get started with so many of our prizes that you've been waiting for today for the official word right now. We want to get that certification. Are we ready to give the prizes away, our accounting firm?
Yes, you can.
First winner is Lisa George of Charleston. David Shirkey of Hurricane wins that. Congratulations, David Shirkey of Hurricane. Danny Murphy of South Charleston. Sonia Crowder of Ripley. Mr. Layton Neighbors of Beckley. And Kaylin Amick of Hurricane is the winner of that prize. So congratulations, Kaylin Amick of Hurricane. And Brenda Huffman of Sod, West Virginia wins that prize. Congratulations. Rowville Myers of Newton, West Virginia. And our second winner is Leah Kelly of Leroy, West Virginia. This is Brad Backus of Mount Nebo winning that prize. Mrs. Sarah Schaefer of Madison, West Virginia. Mr. T. Kennebinshoe of Hurricane, West Virginia. And your winner for that is Shirley Ann Walker of Charleston. So this shopping spree goes to Wayne Riston of Oak Hill. Douglas Comstock of Green Grove Spring. Eloise Justice of Sod wins that.
Congratulations.
So Harold Metcalf of Guysville, Ohio. Clifford Coons of Wheelersburg, Ohio wins that.
We're going to put the
19 previous winners that were just drawn back in the hopper, so that all the tickets will be in the hopper for the final drawing.
All right, that means those people who just won some of those fabulous prizes will still be in the running for the great dream home we're about to draw in just a minute. So go right ahead. They are back in the hopper, and our Bob Aaron is rolling that hopper, and everybody is in the running right now. And when we come back in just a moment, we're going to pull the dream home winner. So stay with us.
This is going to be for the kids at St. Jude, and we're going to release these balloons before we give away the home.
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh.
There they go.
Yay.
All right, so Deborah, there you go. A wish for the St. Jude children as they float away. And again, you can't buy a ticket, but still donate. Still call that number. We could use all the help we can get. And you're about to draw the big winner, Deborah.
All right, Rick and Elizabeth, great job out there. Those balloons are gorgeous right above that house. And yes, we're about to draw the ticket. Let's bring in Deirdre Abbott. Once again, Deirdre is a St. Jude patient. You're from Ripley, right?
Yes, from Blake.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being a part of this, and we wish you much success. You're doing well, right?
Yes, I am doing very well. I'm in college. And
wonderful.
Good.
We continue to pray that you hope and thrive. Thank you so much. All right, let's pull that winning ticket. I'm going to pull it out because Deirdre's dad actually bought a ticket. But Deirdre's going to read the name. This is for the winner of the dream home. All right, keep your fingers crossed, all you folks at home. Here we go. All right. The winner is, Deirdre, can you read that? Right up there at the top.
Ronald Nisber.
Ronald Nisbet from, where's he from?
From Huntington, West Virginia.
Ronald Nisbet from Huntington, West Virginia is the winner of our St. Jude Dream Home. So congratulations, Ronald. We'll be tracking you down.
Congratulations, Ronald.
Yeah, congratulations. And we hope to see you up here at the Dream Home and welcome you home.
All right. Well, thank you all.
That tickles.